Our Storied Insight recognizes that our podcast is in part recorded, written, and edited in the Portland, Oregon area. An area that rests on the traditional village sites of the Multnomah, Wasco, Cowlitz, Cathlamet, Clackamas, Bands of Chinook, Tualatin, Kalapuya, Malala, and many other tribes who have made their homes along the Columbia River. Join us in learning more through resources made available in this episode's description. A storied insight. A brave space where one brings their true character to life. Shall we turn the page and begin the next chapter?
Chapter 13. Lest we forget.
Exhaustion seeps into every sinew and brittles every bone. Your eyes, your limbs, they grow heavy with each heartbeat. With the gentle movements of your chimeric companions, it becomes nigh impossible to resist the soporific temptation, lulling one's consciousness into a fitful slumber. Your dreams are dark, troubled, fretful, and upon waking, almost entirely forgotten. Almost. There's a memory, no, a feeling. One that takes root and demands a heavy toll. When you awaken, the moon crests on the rolling hills at the end of the loaming domain. At its edge stands Sage's Yurt, a summit where one can survey the land clearly and in every direction. The view from the sporest is its natural frame. It's a picture of harmony between man and land. Though all of you are tired from this journey, you all sharply awaken to the booming sound of an empty, rumbling stomach. Vishakapar, you had quite the dream. Was it a remembered nightmare? But there's something in your body that remembers the debt of your magical rage, and it must keep its score.
Hey boss, you good? You was tossing and turning in your sleep.
Please take 18 damage.
Wow. Okay.
Bad dreams.
Vishakapar, you do not look well.
Are you all okay?
Yeah, what happened?
The hair's all messed up when he wakes up. Yeah. He woke, like, it's hard to wake up in pain, I would imagine. Like, that's, you know, you go to bed fine, you wake up in pain. That's a rough transition.
You would imagine.
Yeah, right? Yeah. At 47, I have no idea what that's like.
You guys have made it. You were at the yurt.
Wait, do I remember getting to the yurt? Like, last thing I remember, we were on birds. I don't remember actually getting to the yurt, or like bird-like things.
You all were with your chimeras. The very, very last thing that you all collectively remember is leaving the Fireflies, leaving this kind of desert domain. You start entering the Sporest, which is these, you know, it is it's a forest full of mushrooms as tall as like redwoods and skyscrapers with myconids running around. You know, picking fruit, doing the land, all that stuff. And then you two briefly fell asleep and then woke up. And the next thing you all know is you're here.
Wait a minute. We entered a giant mushroom forest, lost time, had a psychedelic dream, and now we're somewhere else.
In a yurt.
We got high. We got super high. We didn't know it, but probably leaned against, you know, the bark of a tree and just got like mushroomed. And then we're all just wandering around having this adventure. That's what happened. All right. That's why I'm so tired too and like completely beat up. Yeah. It all adds up.
Explains a lot.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. I think he would just sit up and just take a breath. He's kind of used to being banged around and losing time. And, this has been a wild adventure, so lots has happened. And I think he would just at this point, Visha would just be less disoriented and more like, okay, inventory. Who is here? Making 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Just goes into that mode right away. Also, is my little bird guy? Is my
little smoke method?
Yeah.
He's still hugging you pretty tight for a minute.
Did I name him?
Yes.
Dumple. Did I? Shoot. What was his name?
You forgot my name.
Did we write these down?
It's your chimera.
I have smoke memfit.
I've been carrying your ungrateful butt all day.
That's all right. He's probably not going to be very happy about that, but
Try living. Jeez, the absolute nerve of this yutz.
Hey, you're just coming down from a high. You forget things. It's okay.
Smoky.
Waking up with someone whose name you don't know. Again, checks out.
Smoky first time. Steam.
Yeah, it's steam. Do I look like a steam to you?
Hello. Small cloud. You must have a name. And you just gonna scratch him under the chin. It will come to me soon.
Yeah, sure it will, buddy. I took extra care not to drop you on your head, but maybe I shoulda. You want to jog some sense back into your nog.
He's very tired. It's been a long journey. So he's like,
how does a memphit forged of smoke display exhaustion? How does that happen a lot of times?
Maybe the color of the smoke changes. Maybe it's less.
It gets wispy.
Yeah, it gets wispy. Yeah.
Just relax.
You rest. Yes,
let your buddy Ash do all the work. I said, oh boy.
And when he sleeps, I can imagine he just becomes shadow, right? And then when he wakes back up, he just forms somewhere on me.
That's cool.
Visha, is everyone here? Did you take a very good inventory?
Well, I did. I mean, hopefully I can count to 4. So 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is everyone here?
Wait, do we have 4 people or 5 people?
Is Sir George?
We've got Sir George, right?
No, he went off with Chloe.
Oh.
Right. So there's 4 of us. Okay. Even easier. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh man, this is the longest journey I've ever had just to get dinner. Why does Sage live way out here?
Of course she lives in a yurt.
Yes. Is it daytime? Is it nighttime?
It is nighttime. It's like the moon is just beginning to rise, and you guys are outside, on top of this hill. You can see all the rest of the domain in every direction. And the yurt, this big old beautiful thing, is right behind you.
Is there a large table set up for dinner?
You can't see inside.
Ah, gotcha.
I feel like my chimera, Niall, is just a hungry motherfucker, and he's gonna move the thing of the tent and just bust on in there, and we're gonna see a glance of a table, and just some food kind of wafts out, and it kind of wants to call us in.
Yeah, he does scurry over, but he ends up scrabbling vines away from a window. And you can see a beautiful placement of things. It's in a circular conversation pit with a table and lighting and everything.
We're definitely in the right plane, right? This is not some Feywild situation.
How would we know?
How would we know?
You'd know.
There's only one way to find out.
The food seems real.
Well, I'm willing to risk it. My stomach is a rumbling.
Yes, we shall eat one of everything. If it is real, we shall find out.
Roll for leaks.
I'm sure one of you attempts to go in, but it is locked.
How do you lock yurt?
I will knock.
The echoing of the knock actually reveals these magical runes that shimmer in the moonlight.
I can read anything. I will read them.
I'm so glad we have you with us.
Okay. You instantly recognize that it is under guards and wards. Sage is a praetor of Nevirvan, so this has to be one of the safest places in the whole, maybe even continent.
We're invited for dinner.
Yes.
And then we're not invited in for dinner.
Yes.
Courteous.
A very exhausted Visha is now leaning against the door. Like, it is locked and guarded with
It's
magic.
at this point you start hearing thundering hooves coming from the other side, and then lands with a beautiful sound.
Santa?
Hello.
Thanks, Helloa.
It was a pleasure, Sage. You are a far stronger praetor than the city gives you credit for.
Oh.
Sir George, you can open your eyes. We're back on terra firma.
Oh, thank Argos! Oh, man. Now, are we gonna talk about what happened? I'm still in the dark about what the hell that thing even was! If there's something on the loose, shouldn't we, I don't know, maybe go and kill it?
We are at a crossroads of synchronicities. Reality isn't what you think it is, or should be. Death only begets more death.
Death only begets more death. Ugh. I'll see her. Flower child. Pseudo-crystal magic. Coughing up any answers.
Were you always this big a fool?
What?
Or was the altitude at fault? Hast thou already forgotten that Sage has been charged with your welfare?
Oh, yeah.
We would reconsider the ways in which we address a ritual keeper.
Oh, hells.
You fail to see what the chosen of Ainalon must endure. The weight of maintaining the tenuous balance of the natural order is far beyond your barbaric comprehension.
That's when Sage goes to the front door and sees you all.
Groovy, dreamers. You made it.
Yes.
So did you. Turns out. Great.
Eventually.
Oh, am I late? I think, maybe the planets are in retrograde or something. I'll have to, recalibrate. I'm so sorry.
It is fun.
You all must be starving. Hey, Helloa, would you mind looking after the kids? I'm sure they'd love to hear a story. Oh, and there's, some cookies and cherries for them out back.
As you wish.
Cookie gets a cookie.
We have just the fable in mind. Guillermo! Niall! Children, come along.
A fable? At the table? This will be the best feast ever!
I would be honored, grandfather.
You too, Ash. You are more than welcome at my table.
Me? Sure, that'll be real swell. Sorry, I'm a little verklempt. It's nice to feel welcome.
They gotta sit the kids at the table?
Somewhere.
I, for
So
one,
Sage goes ahead and hums with a majestic frequency. Lifts and greenery begin to lower their guard, unlocking a pathway inside. The door that was adorned with wildflowers begins to open, and the biting smell of the night is washed away with a flood of aromas. It's a feast for the senses, and spread center in the circular pit is food, drinks, and the most comfy pillows that call to each and every one of you.
Well, welcome to my pad, dreamers.
I'm gonna find the largest pillow.
Right. Just sit in the middle of it like you're a ring being carried into a wedding.
I just remember that I was a human, but I think I'm a rabbit again at this point. But yeah, exactly.
It's up to you.
No, I'm gonna say rabbit for the joke.
It's great.
So cute.
Don't be shy. Make yourself at home.
Yeah, I just find the nearest pillow that can support me. Collapse into it.
It is wonderful. It is.
Also, I'm so exhausted. It could be anything. It could be a thin blanket on floorboard.
The rain-sized pillow.
Comfortable right now.
It's so good. Quicksilver walks over and gets a pillow that's kind of in the center of the table, so she feels included.
So, dreamers, I was hoping we could, like, have a heart-to-heart and talk about the cosmic imbalance you all were experiencing back at the confluence of chaos and order.
This is a better courtroom. This is more ideal than the other one.
So, what happened?
I'd like everybody to make me a nature roll, please.
Oh, sorry.
12 for Algernon.
18.
11.
21.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Blowing me out of the water. 11.
I'm surprised.
Vishakapar, there are many wondrous hors d'oeuvres here. Which one is the best one?
Okay, see, Visha watches a lot of the Food Network. That's why. That's why this is coming into play right now. There's a particular kiwi salad he saw as soon as he walked in, and he's heard of this. He's never had it before, but a friend just raved about this salad, and his eyes go wide. He's like, oh, that looks particularly good. I will have some of that, please.
Got your third eye on my kiwi salad? It's got, like, vibes from the vine. Make like a gardener and dig in.
He's good. Trust me.
George is like, ugh, gross. Fruit.
4.5 stars. Get into it.
I guess.
Well, I hope y'all save some room for something special I've grown myself. I have something I know you are going to love. Voila.
Quicksilver, what is the worst hors d'oeuvre here?
Oh, God. I feel like it's gonna be an actual sage leaf that is like rolled around some like really fibrous like nuts and dried fruit and just like all of the things that are like hippy dippy sage leaven, and it's like her signature dish and she made it herself.
Pickled sage leaf, yeah.
It's awful. That's amazing.
The sage leaf is pickled, like it looks like a little wet cigar. Yeah.
I want. If the mind could vomit, it's doing it now. Oh,
and it's like she had hired chefs for everything else, but that's the one like family recipe that she brings herself.
Yes.
Well, how is it? Is it mind expanding?
Oh, it's a leaf. It's definitely a leaf. Yeah, it's
definitely
there is a leaf there, and also some other things. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I put like a lot of love and care in like cumin and vinegar.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of things in there. There are a lot of things.
If it's good for the mind, it's good for the body.
Is the sage sack supposed to be wet?
Yeah, it should be like properly succulent. But oh, maybe I overdid it.
It's fine. It's as like Visha like now feels bad and is trying to choke down this little wet slug of a leaf. No, it's delicious. It's
Sir George is very audibly good.
I'm allergic.
The rabbit is allergic to leaves. That is awful convenient.
No, that's a shame. I should like get you all some maple water, like a chaga tea. I mean, I think I might have like a can of La Croix rolling around in my rucksack. It 100% tastes like a cucumber breathed on it.
Sage goes off pretty briefly and just goes through all the cabinets to find a special bottle of something.
Those were particularly bad, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, they're real bad.
They would and he just scrapes a couple of them off the plate and like tosses them into a planter.
The last thing Sage said before Sage thundered off is like, she knows that you guys did all the things. You broke in the library, you stole some stuff, there's going
So we have
down.
to be on good behavior.
Allegedly.
So we just gonna bounce or what?
I mean, they are aware, but how aware? Like, even when they're aware of things, they don't seem aware. So Visha's not that worried.
Yeah, what does she want from us and what do we want from her?
Well, remember, she's in charge of Sir George's sentencing. And probably yours if she's like...
So we have to do some schmoozing.
Oh yeah, hadn't we pitched finding Lyriel as our sentence?
You started to say that, yeah. I mean, but now's the time to do whatever you want. She's gonna want stuff from you. You're gonna want stuff from her. You also proposed getting dirt on Aegeus Diehart and Medea.
I forgot about that.
Yes. So there's lots of things that you can do.
One of our pitches was basically being mean, just like mean high schoolers. I like that. Yeah.
Wow, you guys must have been starving. You're all like baby birds waiting to accept nutrients from Mother Earth.
Thank you for sharing your family recipe with us. It was certainly unique.
Groovy, groovy. Well, you all will love this. It's locally brewed from... sap. I forgot the glasses. One moment, dreamers.
Oh, somebody sniff it. Does it smell okay?
I sniff it.
Like bring in a pitcher.
I forget what meads come in.
A flask, I guess. I don't know.
It is an ornate flask.
Oh no, like
And
mead?
it smells beautiful. It smells sweet, with just a hint of bite to it, and it does smell like mead, like really good mead.
It's like a sour.
Flagons.
Yeah.
Flagons.
Flagon of mead. Yes, there we go.
Yep.
So I have for you a select mead made from white chrysanthemums, berries, and honey straight from the skeps of the Hanging Gardens.
So is this like a last meal type situation? Is this why we're getting spoiled?
I just thought you would be, like, hungry. Your auras are telling me that you're, like, end of a 3-day music festival level of tired.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we've been busy.
Cheers to that.
Quicksilver takes a very big, polite swig to just make her feel like she's in control and we're abiding by her rules.
Yes. She does go ahead, and she's like,
So, should we toast to the stellar bonds of friendship?
Cheers, I guess.
I drink as well.
I pretend to drink.
I take a sip. Yeah, a small sip.
everyone who has taken a drink, you have your choice of healing 2 hit dice or 10 HP statically.
Oh.
But until you take a long rest, you will have disadvantage on deception.
Huh.
This is like the grooviest vintage of Trueberry mead that's like ever been made.
It is really delicious. I feel much better, actually.
Really rested.
I'm glad you like it.
Visha does not trust this person. Just from day one hasn't felt good. Even though that little sip probably perks him up a bit, he resists. He's not going to drink it. He's not going to heal, even though he's pretty beat up.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Quicksilver, you notice something odd. You begin to feel something inside you claw, try to take over a little bit. The color of your skin shifts, and some parts of you are slowly becoming scaly. I need everyone else to make a perception roll.
17.
4.
Are you gonna try to hide this or not?
Ooh, I'm gonna try to hide this one.
Okay. Make an Arcana roll. It'll be your Arcana roll versus everyone else's perception roll. See if they notice.
Ooh, 19 plus 3, 22.
All right.
Ooh.
If you roll above 22, then you notice. Did anyone roll above 22?
Nope.
It's 1.
I got a 4. I noticed nothing.
Quicksilver feels like kind of like the blood is like a little bit pumping quickly and hotly, but I feel like I got away with something.
Hey, Quicksilver? You okay?
Me?
You're looking a little like...
Nothing. I'm just really enjoying this drink that you shared.
Your skin looks a little like flush.
Oh yeah, that happens when I drink sometimes. It's just my circulation is just not the strongest.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get to the root of it. I need to know what's going on.
Speaking as their attorney.
Okay, sure. Checks out.
Once more, I think that we should not have to abide by made-up laws, and that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I would like to see evidence of the laws that we have broken, and that we have certainly broken those laws. And I would like to know what you really want, because this is not usual.
It does seem like a lot of work to bring us all the way out of here.
Where no one can hear us scream.
Get us drunk, then ask us questions. This does not seem like active, honest person.
I can't help but notice the like-new magical swag y'all are wearing. In the open, I might add.
Yeah, we got good fashion.
Yeah, what is she wearing? Jewelry, I'll point at that. You have things as well. What is your point?
Well, I don't need to see a call number to know those are library property, friends.
Well, why'd the library give them to us?
Because they're meant to be worn. Okay, straight talk, I feel like I should trust you, but you need to give me a reason.
Okay.
These things found us. You have ways? Feel free. Look at it yourself. Investigate all you wish. We were meant for these things.
Well, I can't deny the compatible harmonic patterns. Besides, they really complement your individual color stories.
He tries very hard not to roll his eyes.
Yeah, let's not sully that beauty with another trial.
We mean you no harm. We mean this place no harm. Just tell us what's going on.
This place does seem to mean us much harm.
Yeah.
It means no harm, but it needs to be protected.
From what?
From anything. From everything. This is where I teach the bloom tenders the sacred rituals.
You know Haven Lady?
Yeah, we were really good friends.
Well, then this is all a big understanding, because we came together for Haven's funeral. Where were you?
In Naviravan, trying to win an election. I really wish I could have made it. I do. It's just... You know what? You must all be starving. Let me get you some soup.
What kind of soup?
She goes off and she brings back lavender potato soup.
Interesting.
So, this is a family recipe. Feel free to have as much as you like. Here, I'll dish you up some extra.
Talking right? All right. Okay. Yes. Thank you. And he would just sit down with his head hung over this bowl of lavender soup. Yeah.
Oh, before we dig in, Algernon, was it?
Yeah, that's my name. Algernon Bouquet.
I see the Eye of Argos on your chest. Mind saying a blessing for us?
Oh, well, if you knew Haven, and we all knew Haven, what if we say Haven's what they always said before a meal? Repeat with me. For the food.
For the food.
For the company.
For the company.
For the company.
Give thanks.
We give thanks.
Yeah, that's it. For the food, for the company, we give thanks.
Thanks.
We should work on our timing.
Haven was about letting people go at their own pace.
It's true.
I love that. Story inspiration for you, because I love that for no reason. There you go.
Dig in.
Algernon does. He is not aware of any feeling weird in any way. He's just hungry.
Same. Very hungry.
Rain is super skeptical of the soup.
Yeah, I want to be, but he's just so hungry that he just can't. At some point he breaks. He really likes potatoes. He just digs it.
Quicksilver finishes her soup and then uses even the sage leaf and dips it in the soup, and just that's how hungry she is. She keeps going.
Wow.
I know.
There's plenty of bread. He tries to pass you bread instead. Yeah, please have this instead.
Does Rain have some soup?
Rain's gonna wait and be like, I've got a cat's tongue. I can't deal with it when it's hot, so I'm gonna let it cool down a little. Watch everybody else.
So everyone who has had the soup, please choose one. You can recover a spell slot, recover a short rest ability, or heal 1 hit die, or heal 5 health. Until a long rest, you have disadvantage on intimidation.
I will take a spell back.
Sweet.
Quicksilver, you ate that food really quickly, and you can't seem to hold back this bubbling, gurgling coming from the pit of your stomach. You try to discreetly relieve its pressure, but it wilts nearby flowers like a poisonous breath.
What?
Please make me an Arcana roll. Please make me
an... Wait.
Yep.
Did you fart?
No, it's a belt. I'll be more clear. I was like, it's a belt.
Quicksilver. That's not bad.
Should have been a fart.
Just good, clear the urine.
Climate change over here.
No, it's a burp. Please make, if you are trying to discreetly hide it, please make me an Arcana roll, and the rest of the party rolls survival to see if they notice.
Oh my god.
Survival.
Survival.
I've definitely autistically experienced trying to roll survival against someone's cat.
Oh. I had 13 plus 3, so 16. Watch out, guys.
Oh.
All right. If you roll above a 16, you definitely notice this poisonous belch.
Oh,
19.
above a 16.
Yes, if they roll above a 16, they notice. Otherwise, they do not.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna set my bowl down behind my giant pillow.
Ignorance is bliss for
Great
you all.
notices?
Yeah.
You are going through something and we have no idea.
Yeah, you just see like my like chainmail kind of like waft like from my belly, and then I just like look around, and then I make eyes with rain, and then I like immediately look away.
Are you good?
Yeah, it's just the bad blood plus some some stomach problems I've been having. I think I'm just gonna slow down on those sage leaves, I think. And then I just look around.
I have mint and ginger if you need it.
Oh. Did you make it?
In my garden. Let me just...
Sure. Yeah, I'll take it.
They'll walk away. They'll go outside and quickly pick some mint and ginger.
There are very few ways to mess up fresh mint and ginger.
You getting poisoned there, buddy?
Can I? I see it being picked, and it's mint and ginger for real.
It's real mint and ginger, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So then I take it and I put it in like a hot cup of water and I drink it.
Visha heats up your water like a little bit of flay.
Oh,
Just so it's just right.
Oh, that's such a good skill to have.
Right? He could just cup his coffee and it stays warm. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
I can see why Haven liked you all. I really can. How was the remembrance?
It was quite meaningful. I'm curious, when was the last time you saw Haven? Did you talk about anything? Have any, like cataclysmic concerns? Do you read any poems?
They must have told you, I guess. Yes. I helped Haven get to the Grove.
You could help us get to the Grove.
But you've so much life ahead of you. Why would you want to go to the Grove?
Isn't the Grove where the Grove? Is the Grove where we die?
Yeah. Wait, is the Grove where the Infinitree is?
I thought that's where the Infinitree was.
Yes. Yes, we need to go save the tree. Yes? Was that not our mission?
Yeah?
The tree is in danger, yes? Was I not right?
What do you mean?
Yes,
Do we die if we go to the Infinitree?
Wait. Hard stop. Am I under the wrong impression that the tree is in danger?
Haven has said that the tree is dying. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Does not necessarily mean that mean that she does. She knows that.
Sage is the guardian of this tree. Yes.
Sage, in her praetor speech, says she has this divine connection with the tree, but her domain is loaming domain, so it's all the food and the land and everything.
Okay. Visha's getting exhausted.
Well, come on, avant-gardener, let's save a tree.
Will somebody tell me what's wrong with the tree?
The tree is...
Wait. I thought you just said you talked with Haven.
I talked with Haven about giving themselves to the Grove.
And what does that mean?
It's part of the natural order. Bloom tenders give of themselves so that the tree can take back some of the nourishment it gives the world.
A sacrifice.
Is this a cannibal situation?
If you want to look at it that way, sure. But it's just part of the symbiosis.
I find that when you have ritualistic sacrifice as part of your society, it is good to use specific words.
Yeah, was Haven sick? Were they, why did they give themselves to the Infinitree?
It is a bequeathal of what is most precious. It is done as an act of absolute volition. At the end.
At the end?
It's part of what being a bloom tender means. It's a part of their calling. They did appear quite ill, but they didn't want to talk about that.
How much would we in this culture, because I can see this being a very beautiful thing or a really creepy thing, depending on I guess, yeah, is the end of someone's life.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what if Haven told us about this?
Is this something we know of? Yeah.
There are very few bloom tenders in the world. Like, being one of the kind of actual guardians of the tree is a really high honor and a very rough calling.
Right.
So it's really just a bunch of myths. It's really just a bunch of things that you can't confirm at this point. So for some people, it's a beautiful honor. You've probably heard of a soldier or two who gave themselves back to the tree.
Sounds like you need a union.
Union? What do you mean?
These work conditions, body as soil for the tree, and the tree's not even gonna live? I don't know. I think we gotta at least fix this tree then.
Stop saying that. The tree is going to outlive the very concept
Dying.
of...
The tree is dying. Whatever your connection with it is, must not be very strong.
Dying? No. Infinity can't die. It's not possible.
When things are not possible, that is usually when they happen.
Drop.
What is your evidence?
Haven never lied to me before.
Deathbed confession? I mean, wasn't... yeah.
Haven left a letter, and they expressed concern. I think Sir George, maybe... Do you still have that letter, hopefully?
Oh, yeah.
No, but... Hey, Sage, it's true. He did leave us a coded letter, sure. And Haven wasn't one to lie. So there's something here. There's something going on. You had to have noticed, explain the rifts.
I know. These rifts, they should be rare. Something praetors don't usually come across. But really, the tree dying.
Are you talking about rifts in the confluence of curiosity or whatever it was that you were saying earlier?
Yeah, good. You get it.
No, I don't.
Just words. Yep.
The tree holds all of this, the whole plane, together. If the tree is dying, maybe, theoretically, the lines between what is and what isn't could start to get erased, and things might start slipping through.
I did have an experience that kind of felt like that quite recently.
Oh? What happened?
It was like a dream, but kind of like a memory, but not quite like a memory. And it was kind of like the things that are, but also the things that aren't. And is that a rift?
Could be. Rifts can cause psychological disturbances, fractures. Did you all have dreams like that?
No.
Algernon looks at Visha.
Visha would look back and just kind of give you the eye. And, I think we can kind of communicate a little wordlessly at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you that look like, if you wish to speak, go right ahead.
I don't think everybody's experienced this in it, but it was definitely a weird experience that I had.
Visha will follow that lead. If you're holding back, Visha will hold back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what came through?
Came through?
Well, you said things weren't quite right, so what was right? What was wrong?
Like when you have a dream and it feels really familiar for a while, but then just some facts are twisted and then, but that's like a pretty normal dream most of the time. This one was just different because someone else was there too, and that usually doesn't happen for me.
Someone else? Elaborate, please?
Can I roll deception at disadvantage?
Yeah, sure. Roll at disadvantage.
Am I able to support as having...
How...
Oh, you mean thematically how? Not
Yeah, just thematically, how are you supporting? And I will make it happen.
As my client's counsel, I would like to confer with them briefly.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
We'll do the meme where there's thumbs up. Okay.
Off in our little sidebar, because I rolled really bad deception, I will be very poorly deceiving to Rain. I'll be like, Rain, this was kind of a personal dream, and I don't think Visha would appreciate... I don't think anyone else would appreciate it if I said what was going on.
Better me than her.
Oh, that's amazing. Is Quicksilver supporting in any way then?
No, I'm just like really worried that she's coming for me. So I'm just kind of like bracing, distracted.
All right, so are you part of the huddle or not?
I'm part of it, but I'm like mentally checked out.
You guys are taking a while. Are you doing all right?
Like Haven said, remember?
My lawyer would like to say.
Visha's not part of the sidebar on purpose. So Visha has now turned to her and been like, you speak of these enemies inside out, forever surrounding you. When you always see enemies, enemies will always exist. And just gives them that to occupy them so they can talk.
Well, that's fairly astute, actually. Upon reflection, maybe I have been a little...
Let me tell you this long story that will wander for a while and really go nowhere. It started when... And it just starts explaining, like, one of their days in a long, rambling story.
Oh,
Oh, the dust of the morning caught the eye of the sun. I knew then that we were in for a long time.
It's a pretty good allegory for mortality, actually.
Oh, yes. Our mortality was seen from dawn till dusk. Let me walk you through it, hour by hour.
Well,
Off in our sidebar. Quicksilver, hey, I need your help here. Why, are you gassy?
Oh, sorry. I'm just really uncomfortable. It's just too many sage leaves. I'm so sorry.
Oh. It's okay.
I really need your help. Do you need to fart?
Yeah.
And then we can get on with that.
Just like this out of the way.
It's okay.
Okay, but that like kind of call-in makes me focus a little bit more on the huddle. And so I feel like my gassy distraction / worry about Sage is now focused on Algernon.
What do you think we should do?
Can you please make my gassy distraction the title of this episode?
Oh, God! I don't know.
You're responsible for giving me gas. I honestly can't read Sage. I feel quite confused about this whole thing. I don't know what we should do.
I don't trust her.
In fact, when you go to like kind of attune to her with your like empathetic transformation, it's not, you don't feel like it's coming from Sage, but you can't control it. Like your body is just firmly trying to go to this kind of scaliness, and that inner part of you, the thing that you've named gold, feels like it's trying to reach out.
Okay. Oof, that's fun. All right. When I notice that, then there's like a little bit of panic / like a little bit of like, I don't give a f- energy that comes in. Like there's like a brashness that's like it's like Jekyll and hiding me.
And what do you do with that energy?
I'm like a little bit distracted and nervous, and then I'm a little bit like rude, I would say, towards Sage.
Okay, your whole like aura just changed. And I'm not sure I know what plaid means. Quicksilver, you good?
We came for a dinner, and I feel pretty confused. This is not a nice time for me.
Sure. Maybe we've gotten a bit wound up and we all just need to like chill. I'm gonna go get a main course. Everyone just settle for a sec.
Don't settle down. This is great, Quicksilver. Keep going.
So Sage quickly scurries off and brings back 4 beautifully ornate platters with beautiful cloches on top, and she brings them back on the table, and then she unveils them one by one.
I hope you don't mind, but some fireflies told me of your favorite dishes.
She unveils Algernon's. It is fish and chips with a garlic aioli truffle sauce.
Well, I do like this.
She unveils Rain's. It is fresh chives with an edible gold butter sauce.
I'm sweating.
She unveils Quicksilver. It is a mirror glazed tart with a dragon fruit compote.
Mirror glaze.
She unveils Vishakapar's. It's unseasoned moss.
Okay, well, I guess.
One of these is not like the other.
Specifically unseasoned.
I'm not sure how I would know that. It's like, this is unseasoned. But Visha's like, doesn't want to be rude, so he just nods and says, yes, of course. And, tries to hide it the best he can.
I think we had a conversation around this.
It's fine. It's, I do not wish to be rude.
And Sage has the beautiful just salad, and Sir George has a big old steak.
Stick? Like
steak.
Oh.
Steak.
Sticks and moss.
Steak. Good old owlbear steak. Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves this. He's not a lot of things go his way. To get a nice steak, he's got this one coming.
It's got nice little golden potatoes on the side. He immediately brushes off the potatoes. It might hit somebody in the face and just like.
Visha's gonna look at his moss and just kind of like, just start grabbing a few potatoes.
Grab those.
I'll take those.
Go ahead and is anyone not eating?
I like it,
Can
Wilty.
I roll detect magic and see if there's anything in the food?
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
After the third course, we're getting
Yeah,
clever.
I know. I feel like now it's just too good for everybody. I'm feeling suspicious and I'm feeling angry.
Okay.
Good.
Go ahead and roll me. Yeah, you roll perception. Let's do that.
Okay. Ooh, 19 plus 2, 21.
You feel like there's good magic in this. There's something in the smell of the magic, not even the food, that is appetizing. Okay. And because you rolled so well, I'm going to give everyone a big bonus. That everyone gets a D8 of inspiration to be used until the end of their next long rest.
Like we roll a D8 and then we get that many inspiration?
No. Sorry, it's like bardic inspiration, but a D8. It's a D8 of bardic inspiration, essentially. So at any point, you have this like bardic inspiration pool thing. So you can add a D8 to whatever you roll after you roll it.
Okay.
Like for an attack or a...
Yeah, for an attack, a check, a saving throw, anything.
Anytime you roll a D20.
And those of you who have dug in, you will make 2 choices, and you may choose the same thing twice. You can recover a spell slot, or a short rest ability, or a long rest ability, or remove exhaustion, or heal a hit dice / 5 health.
Well, how much health?
Let's up it. It'll be you make the choice of like rolling either 2 hit dice or 10 health, and then you can make that choice again if you wish for another 2 hit dice and 10 health. So any combination of things.
I will take the 20 health. Okay. Visha looks great. Those are some amazing potatoes.
Yeah.
He leans back. His skin is glowing. His hair is perfect. Much better.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. The leaves in Sage's hair, which were the color of fall, are now the color of a new spring. It is very invigorating.
Thanks.
Rain still looks like he's been hit by a car. I've got little rabbit cutlery, and I've just been cutting it up and not eating it, and like sweating because I'm like so hungry and unwell, and I want it, but I'm just like not gonna eat it. But I'm pretending to eat it. I'm like, I've got 8 hit points. I'm like,
something wrong?
I'm allergic, but thanks.
Sap. Is there like anything else I can get you?
No, I think I'm good, but I really appreciate your generous gifts of food.
You're welcome.
Minor illusion to make Rain look fine. I want Rain to look just fine for this person, and I want it to look like they're pepping up, like they've just been restored, just like Vishakapar was, but gonna hide it so that it's subtle. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Let's have you roll. Just roll Arcana. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here you go. No, roll medicine. Roll medicine.
Medicine.
Roll
Okay.
medicine.
We never roll medicine.
That makes more sense. Roll medicine.
Oh, it's gonna be a 2.
Oh,
So they look so much worse.
You aren't kidding. Do we need to call some healers? Oh, you look
And Visha can't like just like make it end because they'll know it's magic. So now Visha's trying to manipulate it and like have it slowly go away.
Rain just is like, do I know this
I
happened?
don't know. Can you see it?
Do you want to
No,
know?
I don't know. I'm just like,
Oh my, Rain! I don't have many of my Leon pool, but just here. I'll
anybody got a potion?
give
Maybe.
him a little pat on the head.
Visha knows the second she touches
I
it,
have-
it's an illusion.
Oh,
Oh.
Can I give my bead of refreshment to Rain?
What does that do?
It says this spongy, flavorless, gelatinous bead dissolved in liquid, transforming up to a pint of liquid into fresh, cold drinking water. Oh, it has no effect on magical liquids or... No, that's okay. Oh, I guess it doesn't
Yeah,
really
you can
give
put
you
it.
anything.
You can put it in the soup.
Yeah,
I'm like,
just a little... Oh, you're just starving over there.
Seth, you're under an illusion, and I'm messing everything up. So it's like, yes, please,
Yeah.
give me some.
They'd love that.
I guess this is a good thing about being a little rabbit. Is the minor illusion can be the whole rabbit.
Give me the whole rabbit.
I'm just behind there like, paws on my face like.
Once there's any distraction, I'll drop the
Oh.
illusion quickly.
Rain's looking a lot less lumpy.
Great chives. They're like on the floor.
Ooh, that's groovy, right?
Farm to table.
Alon gathers them
This is a
themselves.
stressful dinner.
So we gonna go? We gonna leave freely?
You aren't technically my prisoners.
Really? I can go?
Well, not you. You're still in my custody.
Oh. Yeah.
But we're not your prisoners.
But we did kind of just scratch the surface about, the tree dying and the missing kid of like one of the triumvirate.
listen, Sage. We got a lot of suspicion over here. We kind of just started off on this, I guess, quest. We were just friends celebrating the life of a friend that had, I guess, given his life to a tree. And then we read some poetry, and then it was like, let's go to this library, where we just did library things. And it's just been a lot. I honestly barely understand what's happening. And then you come along, and you're a praetor of this whole city. That is very important. Can you give us something to connect on? Because I don't really get your whole deal. And I want to. Yeah. You sound all cool and like nothing's a real big deal, but it seems like there's a lot of things here that are a really big deal, and I need to know that you know that.
Cheers to that.
All right, you get story inspiration because that was amazing. That was really choice. I appreciate it.
Hey, you know what? I feel like I demand some accountability in my leaders.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's speak as players. What do you guys want to know?
If they're at all competent, frankly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I want to know.
Lyriel is safe. Like if what the connection between this praetor and Medea is probably pretty
Totally.
if they're friendly or not friendly.
Okay.
I'm feeling pretty, like, I don't know. If she brought Haven to this tree but doesn't know about it, I want to know why there's a discord between those two things.
Good.
So, it's Tricia. What are you getting at?
I kind of more along what Aram and Rachael are saying of like there's something here that she keeps talking around, but doesn't really seem to be either that she knows about it, either she's incompetent or she's hiding something. We just gotta cut through that.
All right. So I need each of you to come at Sage with that.
So, the tree holds everything together, right? But I've seen and felt no signs of disturbances. In fact, we just pressed fresh cherry wine. If there's something wrong with the tree, we'd see it in the fruit.
So you're saying Haven was lying to us, as far as you know?
Haven may have told some tall tales from time to time, but never anything like that. I just don't see any evidence to support it.
Okay, Visha leans forward, and all the flames in the room grow a little bit brighter, and I'm going to try to intimidate her.
And disadvantage?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and intimidate her at disadvantage.
Okay.
Either it's a warming glow or it's terrifying
Fires go up, but you're just like holding a cake pop.
Okay, do it.
You speak of so many things, but you speak around everything. We have come to you with much information. We have been very direct. It is about time you returned that energy.
Whoa.
The flames just come up, so
Oh,
let's hope.
fertilizer!
Oh my god, that was
Disadvantage.
beautiful. I love that moment.
8 plus 6 is 14.
Okay.
Okay, dispel your magics. I never said I wouldn't investigate the allegations.
Flames slowly sink back to normal.
What did Haven say? For the most part, we talked about normal things. The election, the loaming domain. There was something offhand about elements.
Telling me we gotta do chemistry now?
I don't think that's much help.
Maybe we're going about this all wrong. What do we know and what do we sort of know?
Right. Okay. Hypothetically, something is going on with the tree, and we can't see it. So it's something coming from within it?
Sure. That would make sense.
Did the poem speak of rot? Am I remembering that wrong?
Did not speak of rot.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
But as soon as like that pops in your head, that
I guess things could rot from the inside, but how does infinity rot or break down? What's inside infinity?
Assumedly anything.
Is it an 8? Is it 2 circles?
Deep. Okay. Do you think any of these items you took from the library might be of any help?
Visha just did give a whole speech about everyone being honest, so Visha's like, well, okay. Yes, I did also take this. And he would pull out.
And it's open.
Yes.
It really is a compass. Where's it pointing?
Right. I would describe this location the best I can to them.
Some ashes have healing properties. Like, charcoal can be used to remove toxins. Maybe there's medicine.
Visha just know a little bit about volcanoes. There's fire, there's lava. It's kind of like within its realm of interest. Do not, when ashes fall, there is great destruction, but do they then not nourish the land? Do they not provide nutrients for the trees?
You're so right. Maybe we don't need to cure it, just strengthen it. We import ashes from all over to just fertilize the loaming domain.
Perhaps that is what we need to save this tree.
Yeah.
Burn it down to build it up.
I mean, I'm just out of the game. Scientifically, there are some trees that do require like a forest to burn down to even grow.
The sap's
Right.
got
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah.
Does it? Does the compass then show us the closest thing we need to do next? Does it point us in a direction?
You the poles of your heart. So
Right.
So out here in the world for you, Visha, it's pointing east. It's pointing to those mountains, and for everybody else, they haven't unlocked it yet.
Right. I would explain all of this. Just there's nothing to hide. I'm just gonna. It's like.
Oh, Rain hates this.
For some reason, this compass shows me where the poles of my heart are supposed to align. Supposedly, it will show the same for anyone who holds it and unlocks it for themselves. This is the only real clue we have beyond what we have told you.
Well, you've only been looking at the compass's north. There should be more than one cardinal point on a compass.
Mine's pointing east, right?
Part of the compass, like the red part that would like points to north, like the magnetic north,
Right.
points there.
Right.
But there's like another bit that you
Right.
probably haven't paid attention to because it's darker, it blends in. It's pointing
Okay.
towards another pole.
So if I'm holding it, it's pointing somewhere else.
If you're holding it, the magnetic north equivalent always points east.
Right.
But this other bit that would point to magnetic south can point in other directions.
Oh, it's not like one line
It's not just
connected.
one
Like
line,
it's like a clock
Yes.
where there's two hands. Oh,
Or at least
well,
that's what you notice now because things are yes.
Where is the other one pointing?
So it is pointing back at the tree, and then it is spinning all over the place, and then points back at the tree, and then spins, and then spins, and then spins. It's going oddly haywire now.
I would explain that to the others. Yeah.
Can one of us try holding it and see if it calms down?
Absolutely.
And I'll take
Yes,
it.
it does immediately calm down, but then it as soon as it leaves Visha's hands, it begins to lock in on itself again.
Lock in on itself as in it closes and like we
As in
can't
it
see where it's
closes.
going.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, because
Interesting.
the rest of you have not unlocked it, so you
Okay. So I like look at it and I frown and then I hand it back to Visha.
Opens like a ballerina box again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Medea. You know her.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, why unfortunately?
her aura is all inky. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some silver light, but it is fading. She's also just kind of a lot.
Working theory, she's evil. So, in this instance,
I believe
maybe we
it.
should-
Yeah, I believe it too.
maybe we should worry about the person she is seeking because we don't want to necessarily deliver children into the hands of people who are evil. Thoughts?
That's complicated. I mean, that's still her child, right?
But have we asked them how they feel about it before doing a nationwide magical broadcast endangering them?
I don't know if crossing the diehards is like the best plan for my first day in office.
Well, I'm just wondering if we maybe can cut down on the broadcast to hunt the kid back to the evil mom until we can at least speak with them ourselves. Because our experience of this kid is that maybe we should be protecting them from Medea.
You know the kid?
We're acquainted.
Okay, acquainted. How?
Just acquainted. The details, they don't matter. We're here to help. Not necessarily you. But that's where I'm at with that, with Medea. How do we know we can trust you when you're all part of this same government bullshit?
I know Aegeus. He's a good man. I've never questioned his judgment, but if I can't feel the infection in the tree, if that's what's going on, then maybe I'm wrong about everything. And so, for you to trust me, I'll determine the sentence. Sir George, I charge you with finding this missing child.
Man, do I have to? Just,
Sir
Elbows,
George.
Sir George.
My client
Just a
is not in
strong
the right
elbow.
mood, not in his right senses right now. Shut up, man. Shut up. That's what we're gonna do.
Take the deal.
I will take the deal. What deal? What?
Good man,
He,
good man.
he was in a food coma for a while, so he just heard like the child, and he's like, ugh, children. Do I have to?
Strong elbow.
Fine. Deal. Wait, what did I agree to?
Living.
Good deal.
There. Now can you trust me?
Yes.
Can we have it in writing?
Rain is such a good lawyer.
Sure. If you write something up, I will happily sign. I would be glad to commute the sentence.
Their signature is going to be like a rose petal or some bullshit.
Now it is.
Scented.
It might just be like a fragrance. That's what. Something only bees can see. I don't know.
Visha doesn't know how to write a document.
That's okay. I would help. This Visha's
Just
like,
paw
you know,
prints,
no.
like
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Visha's got a quill and an inkwell ready to go. It's a giant peacock feather. He's got beautiful parchment. He's like, don't worry, I've been waiting.
Yay!
Yeah. In fact, Visha's just like taking up secretary role. Like you're just dictating, and Visha's like, "Yep," and just writing it all down.
Like with a mouthful.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
So I have like a rumble of my stomach, like a little gas coming, but I feel a little like indignant, and I'm like, I really appreciate the information you're giving us right now and this contract that you just signed, but I also am a little bit nervous about trusting any of this if you don't even know about this tree that you're supposed to be a guide to. What's that all about?
Hey, I know about the tree. What are you talking about?
I feel like its health is like kind of one of the first things you should know about it.
Yeah, and its health seems fine. I'm taking a chance in believing you, but again, there's no substantial evidence. There's been nothing markedly wrong with the fruit. I have this year's cherry wine right here. We're going to have it for dessert.
She comes back and brings a couple cherries, and she brings a bottle of cherry wine.
Oh, Quicksilver, can you investigate this?
The magic of it?
Yeah.
See if there's anything going on here. Not that you've done anything to it, Sage, but just maybe we can figure out if the tree has, like, done something to the cherries that it blossomed.
Maybe I can check out a knowledge nature.
Hey, be very careful. It's extremely sensitive to the slightest magical shifts. Bad vibes can totally ruin the tannins.
I still want to know. So yeah, I use my detect magic again on this to see. But like a gentle detect magic.
A gentle one. Okay.
Against this quantum wine that will change when it's observed.
Yes, I'm gonna do a weird thing.
Okay.
I think Rain said that they also are like kind of helping. They're curious, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I like to check out nature. That's like, I'm a rabbit. I'm like...
Yeah. Well, I was gonna do a flip where Rachel has to roll nature and you have to roll Arcana.
Okay.
I want to bless you both.
Ooh. I just got a 17.
This feels really important. Oh.
Sorry. Fine. Sorry. No, please. I felt the blessing coming. I felt really hopeful.
I mean, you might get more information if you roll above a 20.
So. Okay. Then yeah, I bless you both. We gotta figure this out. This is important. So you get an extra D4.
You have your D8 of inspiration if you would like.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna use the D4. 17 plus 2. 19.
So close.
Oh no.
19 total. Okay. And Rain?
16.
Okay.
Algernon looks over, and it seems like they're getting pretty far studying it, but just maybe not quite enough. So Algernon's going to lean over to Quicksilver and say, Quicksilver, you seem to be going through something right now, and your head's, focus is here sometimes, but you seem a little distracted. I know you can do this. You study things for a living. You have been everywhere and seen everything and written about it. I know you know this.
Okay, so I feel like that pep talk just made me kind of close my eyes and sink down into contemplation. And I just open them and I feel like I've gotten more understanding.
Absolutely. But before that, in the moment, Algernon, your divine senses flash to life. You see a beautiful prismatic flow of energy in the wine bottle. And then you go to study Quicksilver. And you see an outline of some form. What can only be described as a color you've never even contemplated before. It's like you were blind and now you see something for the first time. Visha, you are very sensitive to the flow of certain magics. And you can feel that field when you look at the wine, it's not there. But when you look at Quicksilver, you can feel it almost clawing at the seams.
Right.
Rain, you ended up smelling for some kind of magic, and it smells good, it smells sweet, but there is a very faint sour note to the wine. When you smell Quicksilver.
Just sniffing on over.
Yeah.
Wiggling my nose up in your business.
A waft that seems to come from Quicksilver seems to catch your attention, and it is a flood of all different kinds of smells. You can't even solidly determine what one is. Quicksilver, can you describe what the tides of chaos looks like?
Ooh, okay. It's kind of like a sweeping wind across the landscape that is both invisible and yet like has a shimmer. So like everything that's in the world you still see, but there's like a motion to it. And it feels like you're spinning. Like you're the one that's spinning.
That's a lot of what you see when you look at the bottle. But that chaos is also encased with this very solid bit of what you can only assume to be like pure order. So it is a flow of both, but deep, deep, deep within, it has a small bead of darkness.
And this is from the Infinitree.
Yes, these are from the cherries and the cherry wine.
Wow. Okay. So I feel like a little bit of relief, but looming worry that we need to go do something about this dark bead. Like the overall feeling is like, okay, I feel safe with this, but there's something we should all be worrying about.
Would you like to try to root it out?
Take it out of the liquid, you mean?
Yeah,
Or the
I mean,
tree?
you're a magical being. You could try to take it out of the liquid if you want.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, I have shape water. Can I use my shape water cantrip to kind of like crystallize the juice and like separate the liquid in it and see if the dark bead kind of like separates when they're changing form?
If you use 3 sorcery points, I will give you a critical success. If you use 2, I will give you success. If you use 1, I will have you roll with advantage. Otherwise, this will be a straight Arcana roll.
I'm going to use 3 sorcery points.
Tell me about this critical success and what it looks like.
Okay. So the liquid just kind of all floats up into a bunch of different beads, all like cherry colored. But there's the one that's kind of like swirling around in the mix and you can't figure out where it is. And then the shape change happens and the water just kind of splooshes down back into the cup. But the bead that's dark stays floating and we're all staring at it.
Very nice.
And we get to kind of see it.
What?
Sorry.
What is that? Where did it come from? How?
I don't know. This is what you gave. This is what you said is from the Infinitree.
I'm giving Sage the side eye.
What?
There's something wrong with the tree.
Or it's been tampered with.
What? Let me see.
Sage holds out her hand, just kind of asking to see the bead.
Yeah, so I kind of hesitantly hand it over with a little bit of sadness that I'm breaking this news, but also waiting to see what she says.
Whoa, how does that not have an energy field? That's not possible.
You guys, the little bead starts to move a little bit. To anyone who's leaning in, they see it's an egg hatching, and the tiniest raven flies out of it and flies away.
Mage hand.
And I was gonna try as soon as it started hatching. I wanted to like put glass on it, like with the bug. Like,
yeah.
Can I roll like
Yeah,
a dex
okay.
or something to do it?
Yeah. Roll some dex. You are assisted by the mage hand, so roll with advantage.
Like you toss the glass and the mage hand slams it down.
21.
Yes, you catch it in this glass.
Mage hand like gives me glass. I'm like,
Visha's mage hand is like a little flame of claw, and as soon as it slams down, it just bursts into smoke and dissipates.
And this raven is trying to mimic that whole thing. It's trying to lose its form and turns into smoke and then dissipates, only to reappear in a different part of the glass.
Algernon takes his glass of wine and tips it out.
None of this is possible.
you got birds.
You got birds.
It can manifest itself in an animal shape, but it can't be sentient. There is no vibration of an Akashic record. I would feel it.
It's like a little bird, you said, right? Like it's a tiny one.
Yeah, it's like a little ethereal raven. Yeah, it's just a little.
Have you ever had this before?
And you had no sense of this?
No.
Alicia, can you talk to it?
It's a good question. Is it an animal?
You can try to talk to it.
I will try to speak with it.
It's like you've reached out almost telepathically when you speak as well to kind of understand, but what you're getting back is just like a cackle and a caw.
It is in the form of a bird, but it is no animal.
This is not good. This is not good.
Well, I would just like to use divine sense just to see, like, is there any celestial or fiendness to this bird?
There you go.
Good or
this
evil?
seems more your ballpark. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not an animal,
Yes.
I'll take it.
It is not celestial, it's not a fiend, but the aura around it is the same as the flickering flame that you once saw before. The flame that the lantern was. When you pull out all of your things, including the compass, the South Pole seems to stare directly at this thing.
Visha, it's your bird?
Visha's listening to everything, and he's not sure, but he has an idea. Visha's got a spell called Sacred Flame. It's a cantrip called Sacred Flame, where it makes a little sacred flame he can throw it at someone, right?
Yeah.
He creates this flame, this bluish-green flame, sits in front of the glass that's holding this smoke bird, but holds the flame behind it, so the light shines through it, and then looks at it that way.
Oh, interesting. So it's like you're trying to see
if the sacred light somehow reveals something within it.
So the light is passing through, hitting the bird, and hitting what? Like a wall?
And then I'm watching it. So basically, like, I'm shining a light from behind it, through the glass, through it, and trying to use that sacred light to reveal something from within it.
Yeah,
Shadow play on the yurt wall.
It reveals a form. The light passes through it, and as the light passes through it, it becomes slick like oil. And that oil hits the wall, and it's the form of something that looks like a bird person, or someone in a plague doctor mask.
Interesting. It is not my bird.
Y'all, I don't want to cause concern, but I get the same sense from this as that lantern we have, and it's the same as our good friend that aged real quick. Same thing.
Yes.
Is our friend a bird?
I don't know.
Has he been a bird the entire time? Oh, he could have trusted me.
Wait, which friend is the one that aged really quickly?
Lyriel.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The Nephilim. That they were like, evil, and we were like, no.
So just to remind you, the flame oscillated between that color and something else around Lyriel. But the flame in this one's pretty solid.
Oh.
Pretty solid bad?
Roll that back, guys. I think
Pretty
I'm
solid
wrong.
in the bad, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she could flip either way from what we understand. So that's always been kind of a concern. So yeah, no, it's good to be suspicious, frankly. But it also sounds like it's good for us to get to this tree as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I have a wild idea, but it's like so risky.
Tricia takes a deep breath.
While I'm listening, I'm gonna like shake the glass like on the table, like
Flick it a few times.
just see if
You know when you shake like a soda bottle and it becomes that tornado? That's happening with a bird. It becomes like a tornado of smoke. Yeah.
what's happening with the shadow.
It's got the same form, unmoved. It's just laughing.
Loom tenders use this in their rituals to commune with the tree. The consciousness, the memories. The fruit connects the present with the roots sunk in the past. So maybe we use it. Or I will. I don't expect you to take this on, but I'm going to drink the wine.
He just shakes his head.
It's got bird in it. Do you know how dirty birds are?
For all intents and purposes, like Rachael removed the bead, right? And the divine sense that Algernon gets is like, okay, this looks good. Like,
right.
And the magic sense you get is like, okay, it's a very strong, potent thing. It looks good. And for Rain, it smells sweet. That sourness is kind of gone.
So we would be drinking the one that Silver extracted this from.
Yes.
The cleansed wine.
The cleansed wine. Yes. I'm just trying to be clear.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Before we do this, were we to free this creature, where would it go?
It's a bird man. We can't let the bird man out until it's legit.
Would it return somewhere, is what I wish to know. Could we follow it back to its master?
That's a good point. That's really smart. Huh. I don't know.
I was not so much asking you, sir.
Excuse me.
But I do appreciate your input as always. Perhaps this is not just your expertise.
Can we, like, leash it?
Makes sense. I would say yes.
Then keep it under glass. Let us drink wine, go on a journey. When we come back, we shall follow Smokebird home to Evil Master. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Fantastic. Hand the wine over.
Yes, Sage pours everyone a glass, including Sir George and herself. Is anyone not drinking?
Risha's fully in at this point.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
A child born of the village who does not feel its warmth will burn it down for that warmth. To community. It goes to cheer everyone.
Inspiration for that, because that was spot on.
Wow.
As the wine rushes through you, it heightens your senses beyond and between realms. You get lost in symphonic chords of color. The carmine wine begins to sound like a sweet C major. The bitter flavor dances on your tongue, or smells like petrichor. Is there a difference in this state? The liquor cascades down your throat like a million soft petals falling into the ground of you. These sensations overload and overwhelm as your stomach reels from the vertigo of an eternal spin. Each of you can only find sanctuary in a single sense.
I hear the gentle rustle of leaves in the wind.
And I taste that, like, iron tang of blood, but not in a, like, discomforting way.
It's not so much what I feel, but it's how I feel. Because everything feels like when your fingers prune up when they've been in water for too long.
I feel it's like a desolate, dark, kind of metallic-y, wide open space.
Algernon, you hear the voice of a person who laughed at you while dyeing your hair.
Oh, this came out so well. It really suits you.
Well, Haven, we're here to honor your last wish, and I know you're only probably here for a little bit, but what's our next step? How can we help this tree?
Be human. You've got a good heart, Algernon. You need to learn to trust it. If the compass points east, you'll find your answers there. Just have faith.
I wish you could walk these paths with us, buddy, but I'm glad I got to talk to you one last time.
Rain, you smell that familiar scent of a shared hovel and comfort. A scent of haven. There's a slight hint of sourness.
Hey! Long time no see, buddy. Oh, I guess this isn't the best place for the living, though.
Well, if you're out there in the great beyond, maybe you can check in on our buddy Lyriel. Is he safe? Do we need to attend to that first?
They should be safe for now. Their instincts are actually better than I hoped. With luck, they should be okay. Thank you for saying that. That act was more important than you know.
Nisha, you feel the hand that once stopped you from burning a forest. The touch of haven, but their nails dig slightly in your skin.
And Visha would turn, and Visha would summon a bonfire of that same sacred flame to appear behind them, so we can see through them and look straight at them.
Looks like that temper of yours is still scorching.
Speak plainly. What do you want of me?
I suppose the wariness is warranted. Visha, think back. What have I ever wanted from you? I want peace and healing for all of us.
Visha will take one long sighing breath in and nod and disperse the bonfire.
Quicksilver, you see the form of someone you've never met but read about. The vision of haven, but everything is slightly monochromatic.
You're Quicksilver, aren't you? Or half of her, anyway. I know it's an imposition, but will you show me whole, not just the half.
Yeah. So Quicksilver looks around at the group and pauses, and then just kind of closes her eyes, and the silver just melts off my body, and it's all gold and scaly, and I just look around.
Neat.
Gonna need to change your name.
Stunning.
Are we all going to be safe?
I can't answer that really. But I hope you will be.
Haven, I'm losing you. Why is this happening? Ugh, something isn't right. The land is shifting. The harmonies are misaligned. The energies are inverting. Everyone, find your anchor.
Come on! Rain! Tricia! Algernon! No! Damn it! You're so close! I'm here! I'm right here! Damn it!
Should I apologize for cutting short your little reunion? My name. What a delightful violation it is to be recalled. It's tingles. You must be Haven.
I knew there was always the potential for us to meet, but somehow I didn't think you'd go so far out of your way.
Through no small inconvenience. I had to make an alliance with my brothers-in-laws. Terrible people.
You're calling Rachael your brother.
Deny me that way. Fair. We have no blood in common. That would require having blood now, wouldn't it? But what else would you call your polar opposite but your sibling?
I think I would call you what you are. A dichotomy.
Cheeky little emissary now, aren't you? Delightfully candid. And out of curiosity, do you think yourself beyond my reach simply because you fed your soul to a tree?
Yes.
That's
Last I checked, you were an emanation of darkness, not of death.
Smite. Oh, you are funny.
Yes. I am.
And fool. You would goad me.
Of course I would. There aren't exactly many opportunities to verbally spar with my enemies left. You're kind of a lesser oblivion than what I've consigned myself to.
Lesser. Lesser. What greater fear is there than the erasure of one's legacy?
You don't think my legacy will be so easily erased, after all?
Yes! I may not consume your soul, but this tree which you have so kindly opted to serve as mulch for will do that task for me. All that stands between you and the truest oblivion is a scattering of memories locked in spongy gray flesh. Vulnerable, liminal. In a year, the tree will have consumed what's left of you and I will assure that no living memory of you remains. Sans flesh, sans soul, sans memory, sans everything.
Whatever you want, I don't fear you, Zarok. I pity you more than anything. It must be very, very lonely.
Lies! Lies. Bravado and projection. I know this little group holds some special significance for you. Such touching regards you left for them in your will. Do you miss having a physical form, I wonder? Or perhaps it's sickened to uselessness from the traces of your temporal meddling in your blood. It's gone. Begs the question, what an upright little emissary of my brother's making would be doing, going for a swim in the rivers of time.
Couldn't say. Though, I really don't expect you to respect my boundaries. You know, I really would have thought you had better things to do than gloat over how I'm dead.
I grow tired of you playing coy. Aren't you tired of being Raziel's perfect little sacrificial lamb?
Who said I was? Is it so inconceivable that this was my choice?
What choice? Whatever free will you may have had, you traded to my brother for trifles. You can't break free of the bindings you laced yourself into when you accepted being his pet.
That's not how any of that works.
Isn't it? Aren't all emissaries just shills for the power of the primal divine? This pretension that you are somehow my equal, while at times amusing, has begun to gall. Maybe we need a demonstration of how powerless and worthless your convictions are now that you have been cast aside. We'll start with this ragged little band of tramps you have placed so much faith in. Let's pluck the strings of whatever machinations keep you from despair and see what hurts. Shall we?
Stop. What is the point? Raziel doesn't care. It's as you say. I am cast aside. How is anything I say of any consequence to you? Unless, am I actually getting under your skin? You know you aren't achieving anything in that case, flattering my ego by treating me as more important than I am.
Not achieving anything. Your feeble attempts at manipulation are transparent. Understand me better, Haven. If I can't strike at my brother directly, then you make a very convenient little substitute on which to vent my rage. I don't have to achieve anything but your suffering. Your pain is reason enough.
Zarok, whatever it is you're going to do, I don't.
Save your strength, little bloom tender. Wouldn't want to exhaust yourself and be dissolved even faster than you already are.
In this world, away at the core of Allonté, my treasured friend, my emissary, powerless in their living tomb, watches as my cruel counterpart attempts to saw at the remaining tethers to the world they left behind. I holster my pen with tears and trepidation and shaking hands. I turn the final page of this book. For the first time, I find myself pausing before I reach for the next plain-covered volume, uncertain and undesiring to learn what the next chapter will bring. Haven, what secret did you pay so high a price to keep even from me?
Storied Insight is a blended audio drama and actual play podcast using D&D 5th edition. Our table is a brave space where players have a chance to rewrite the very stories they tell to themselves. Our players are
Milo as Lagobean,
Rachael as Quicksilver,
Aram as Vishakapar Zakarian,
Tricia McGarrah as Algernon Bouquet,
and Allonté Barakat as this story's key. Additional voice talents include
Holly Harris,
Blinky,
Jacob Reset,
Red McDonald,
Krista from Dorktales,
Caleb's Waffalo,
Devin Steica,
Corey Knapp,
Natalie Gordon,
Jesse Boros,
Dana Ebert,
Jessica McAvoy,
Morgan Harrison,
Kaylin Vincent,
Kelly from Dorktales,
Rachel Schumacher,
Charlie Looney,
Camilla,
Sean Orr.
This chapter was edited by Izzy Bromberger. A special thanks goes out to the music of the many amazing and talented artists compensated by Artlist.io. Find their names in the episode's description.
My personal thanks goes out to you, dear listener, for giving our Storied Insight Volume 1 a chance. I would love it if you would join our community by either becoming a patron at patreon.com/ourstoriedinsight or consider buying us a coffee at ko-fi/ourstoriedinsight. However this story ends, thank you.